Back to Thursday's Thoughts, everyone, with Terry. I'm your host, Terry Linscott, and I am excited to be with you again today. Listen, I really appreciate everybody's support in this venture of mine. I am titling today's, as you can see it there in the heading, called Less is More. That's right, less is more. Earlier, I had shared my YouTube channel. I just want to take a moment, put a plug in for that. If you don't mind, run over to YouTube and hit subscribe and hit the little bell there down on the little right-hand corner. And what I'm doing is I upload these onto my YouTube channel every week. But I also, starting in February, just a couple days away, can you believe that we're already 1 month in completely into 2020, and so 11 more to go. And what an amazing year it's already been. But I am starting something at the end of February. I don't have the day yet. It'll probably be on a Tuesday. I'm going to be uploading or it might be a Monday, it could be a Wednesday, but I'm going to upload a very lengthy YouTube segment, and I'm going to start promoting that YouTube channel once a month, and it's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes of what I would consider a teaching or a word of encouragement or something to challenge people to just grow in their own personal lives. And so I'd appreciate you doing that. Hey, wherever you're watching from, just leave that in the comment for me. Give me a fist bump if it's going to help you today. But less is more is the title. And you hear that a lot when it comes to aesthetics or decor. People that are doing different things, and they always say less is more. It looks better if there's less things. And I think you can take that out of the decor and the aesthetics of a thing and bring it into real life. I think less is more in every area of our life. And, you know, so many times we go through life, we're trying to find out what our purpose is. Last week I talked about purpose over popularity. Really was a good thought for me. I really thought that for my life, that's what it's all about. Not doing what everybody else thinks is cool, but doing what you're passionate about. But in that passion, we're always listening to so many voices in our life. I know that in retail, I know that in any type of business, so many people come into your place of business, and it's a good business. But they'll always say, man, you should do. Man, you ought to think about doing. And here's the thing. Anytime people are coming into your business telling you what you should do, what they think you ought to do, the reality is they're not the owner. And I want to help you with something. As business owners, as whether we're stay-home moms, we are employees of different businesses, we're ministers of the gospel. It doesn't matter what we are. The more we listen to the voices of the addition, the more overwhelmed we'll become, the more stressed we'll become, the more tired we'll become. Can I tell you, those three areas of our life are the result of having too much stuff going on, adding too many things to your business. So many times we think success is defined in the additions of our life. Think about today's society. We're thinking about we got to have a new fashion statement, new clothes. Our wardrobe has to be bigger. We got to go purchase this new iPhone or whatever it is. You know, the most up to date. That's what success looks like. Success to so many people looks like the car I drive, the job that I have, the money that I have in my bank account. But can I tell you, success isn't necessarily named in that or summed up in those ideas. Success is really when you can go home at night and have a peace about you, when you can go home at night and sleep very well at night, and you can actually do this one thing that's most important: have a relationship with those that are closest to you. Have a relationship with your spouse, have a relationship with your children. That's success, not so much in the busyness of things. So I want to say this one thought: less is more, and this is what I mean. The success of life is found in the eliminations of a thing rather than the additions to a thing. There's too much competition for our time. There's too much competition for our attention in everything that we do. And we keep adding to things in our life thinking that we're going to find success. Ask any business owner. Ask any business person that lost a business. One of the keys to losing that business is they had way too much overhead. Too much overhead will kill a business. Just because you have the product doesn't mean it's going to make a lot of money. I think about somebody like Cheesecake Factory and their menu. It's one of my favorite, my wife and I think my wife's favorite thing is even though it's such an overwhelming menu, it's one thing that she's found that really satisfies her. It brings her the joy of being able to eat at the Cheesecake Factory. It's not even just the cheesecake. It's that large grande burrito. But the menu is so overwhelming that you have a hard time choosing if you're a person like me. Like, what really do I want today? That's what our life looks like so many times because there's so much competition of our time and our energy. I want to say this to you that, real success comes in the elimination of the unnecessary. There's a writer, and I may botch up his last name, but I've just read a lot of different things lately, and his name was Antoine de Saint-Exupéry or something like that. He's a French writer, poet. He was an aviator, but he made this statement: perfection is not when there is no more to add, but it's when there's no more to take away. Now that's good. That's when perfection comes, is when you can't take anything else away. You have to have those things. That's when true perfection comes. I want to challenge you with this. Find success not in the additions, but find success in the eliminations. Live your life this way, on cruise control. When I took over the ministry here at Abundant Life, I want to tell you that what was really interesting to me is that as I took it over, my pastor, Dr. Mark T. Barkley, made this statement to me: Terry, don't look at everything you can add, but get to the place where you just live on cruise control, because it's already successful. You got to find the areas of your life that are already successful and just live on cruise control. Hey, I really appreciate you listening with this, and I hope this helps you get some success by eliminating some things rather than constantly adding some things to your life. I appreciate the time. Again, every Thursday, 12:10 right here. And if you're in the Radcliffe area, can I please invite you to join me on Sunday mornings, 10 a.m. at Abundant Life Church. Hey, this Sunday is going to be powerful, starting a new series called Everlasting Love. It's all about relationships, whether you're siblings, whether you're coworkers or whatever that is, your neighbors. We all have relationships, and we all need to improve and enhance those. And so we're going to do a series starting this Sunday for 4 weeks. I want to invite you to be one of my guests. I've got a couple seats saved in the sanctuary for you. Let me know if you're going to come. Give me a fist bump if this really helps you. Type in the comments where you're watching from, and just know that at the end of February, I'm going live with a much longer extended teaching on YouTube. Until next Thursday, have an amazing day.